It's TNA's biggest show of the year, but will it be any good? Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to these. These are going to be some TNA Bound for Glory 2013 thoughts. I figured that these would be more entertaining than watching Raw. And you will be getting some Raw thoughts, since I might be a little bit out of the loop. Don't worry, I'll be doing a Hell in a Cell review, just Raw of me. Not interested. So, come on, I've done a year's worth of Raw reviews, like missing 3, I'm sure isn't going to fucking crack the IWC clean in 2. Anyway, you guys like it when I don't like a show, and I didn't like this show. There's a spoiler for you straight away. So, it's been a long time since I've watched TNA, but I've kept up with the storylines enough on the dirt sheets, you know, to be able to, or in conversation on fucking Facebook, as it more likely is, to know what's going on. First thing to notice with this one, the first thing, so many empty seats. I've seen pictures online that are just frightening to look at. Whole blocks of this arena, you know, decked out, blocked out. There's just no one in them at all. And when you see the wide shot of the thing, there's so many blacked out bits, you're like, wow. I've been reliably informed there was a little over 2,500, so there might have been 3,000 people at this pay-per-view. The building, I'm reliably informed, holds 12,000 people, so like, oh. Anyway, should we get on with it, shall we? So, opening contest is Chris Sabin defeating Manik, Jeff Hardy, Samoa Joe, Austin Aries, and Austin Aries, sorry, there's only 5 of them, in a poor, I thought, Ultimate X match, you know, to win the X Division Championship. Odd choice that they put this on first. Jeff Hardy not only is quite a big star in TNA, is he not? And he's quite a well-known wrestler. He's on the poster, for goodness sake. Surprised that this is on first. There's 4 great talents in this match and Manik, and so you'd expect on paper this to be a good match. Let me just tell you something before we go on. I think that X Division Championship belt is so fucking ugly, it's unreal. Anyway, so Velvet, while not in her wrestling gear, is with Chris Sabin, and she looks quite classy. I think she looks good. Bring on the flips, it says in capital letters on my notes. One problem, no flips. There are no flips. This match is sloppy, and there is nothing memorable in the first 10 minutes of this match. Trust me, absolutely nothing. There's barely any flips. I mean, there's a cross body on the outside by Aries, but that's about it. Nothing memorable, no big spots at all. A twist of fate by Jeff is the standout, honestly. Jeff Hardy brings a ladder into the ring at one point. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty certain that a ladder isn't allowed in an Ultimate X match. For me, it just defeats the point of the match, because it becomes something. If you're using a ladder to retrieve what's up there, be it a belt, be it an X, be it a briefcase, whatever, it sort of just defeats the object. It becomes a ladder match if you bring a ladder into it. So if someone can let me know in the comments whether this has ever happened before, let me know. So anyway, Velvet Sky is forced into the ring by Chris Sabin, and she distracts Jeff Hardy, allowing Chris Sabin to climb the ladder and get the belt. And you're just like, wow, that's a lame finish. Really properly stupid finish, in my opinion. I get it, it's a heel tactic, but Jeff brought the ladder into the ring in the first place, is one of my first thoughts. And then secondly, it's just, well, that's just dumb. Babyface falls for it. Really, really stupid finish. Let me tell you, there's absolutely nothing memorable about this match, one bit. There isn't even, I mean, I can only think of a couple of times where someone even tried to go for the belt before the finish. And in 12 minutes, nothing flippy at all, and, you know, a big disappointment for me, and that's why it gets a 1.5 stars. Earlier today, we saw AJ Styles arrive, which was lovely, and then Bad Influence come out and moan about not being on the card. They demand to be added to the tag team title match tonight. This brings out Eric Young. He says he's already beaten them in the gauntlet match that happened on the pre-show, which is lovely, but they're still in the ring and they should run, because they've unleashed a monster, and with that, Abyss makes his return to TNA. Who fucking Ray? Black Hole slams for Bad Influence and then shakes Eric Young's hand. And you're like, okay, because this on its own as a segment was nice. and this as a segment on Impact would have been perfectly acceptable. For me, this felt like they realised that they just didn't have enough matches on this card. I'm like, do you know, we need to do something to fill up the time. I don't know, a match could have gone in, for example, because the Bad Influence promo was pretty damn long. And, you know, all the stuff with Eric Young coming out and talking, and then Abyss coming out, 10 minutes probably, should we say. They could have had a match in there. And I would have much preferred to see a match on a wrestling show, believe it or not. And then, right, Bromans defeated James Storm and Gunne in a match to win the TNA Tag Team Championship. So the Bromans, and I guess the joke is it sounds like bromance, happy days, are Robbie E and some guy, and they've got some guy on the outside with them. Yay, that's nice. They won the gauntlet match on the pre-show, as we all know. What to say about this one? Gunne is your Viking in peril until he hits a fall-away slam off the second rope. Storm unloads with a hot tag and somehow cuts his leg open. I have absolutely no idea why. The babyfaces hit a backcracker powerbomb combination that completely misses. I mean, the backcracker bit is non-existent. Just doesn't hit at all. Yeah, I guess a TNA chant off the resulting near fall. Why the fuck not? I've not missed those TNA. They didn't move. They did a powerbomb and a backcracker and it got 2. That's no reason to chant TNA, is it? Fucking A. Last goal by Storm looks good, but then Robbie throws a title belt in. That distracts the referee, allowing Bromans to hit a heart attack, which gets them an upset win. They were losing to everyone left, right and centre a couple of weeks ago, apparently, but no. Generic tag team match. Match was okay. Random guy on the outside. His name's Phil Heath, apparently. He's Mr. Olympia or something. Did nothing at all in this match. I mean, the heels are going to win. Why not have him throw the belt in that distracts the referee? No, he's just there for shits and giggles. It's an alright match. It's a generic tag team match. Let's leave it at that, shall we? Oh, dear me. We then see highlights of the Hall of Fame dinner on Saturday night, which is lovely. Seeing Sting with not only no makeup on, but no glasses as well was a nice little touch. I'll give them that. Sting comes out to the ring, starts kissing Angle's ass, because of course that's what he's got to do. And then Angle comes out, and Angle thanks the fans, and he thanks his family, and he thanks TNA. And it's all good. Sting says he's lonesome in the Hall of Fame. Invites Angle to join him. Angle thinks about it for a second, but then respectfully declines him because of some of the shit that's gone on recently. He says he's going to set a new standard for himself. He says, if you think that what I've done before was good, wait till you see what I do in the future. And you're like, no, because you're not going to win anything in the WWE, are you? So that's just not true. Saying something like that is utterly ridiculous because there is no way in hell that you could reach the standards that have already gone before you. But hey, why not? He then respectfully declines, like I say, the Hall of Fame. Doesn't want any part of it. Says when he's good and ready, he will be. And he walks away. And you're just like, right. So this achieved what exactly? Alex, who was watching the show with me, says he was intrigued by this. So I suppose it's actually fucking done his job. As someone who watches TNA every week, he's gone, oh, I'm interested to see where that goes. So like, all right. So he's done his job. My thinking is this, right, is that the Hall of Fame dinner looked like it was a pretty, posh little thing, black tie and all that, and everyone's dressed up smart and they're having a meal. That would have cost a pretty penny, yeah? And let's put it this way. Did anyone order this pay-per-view to see Angle inducted into the Hall of Fame? I'm going to guess that there's not very many people that did, but, and this is the important thing, how pissed off are those people that did because they tuned in to see Angle inducted into the Hall of Fame? Fuck it, I agree, he completely deserves it. I'd rather see him in the WWE Hall of Fame than the TNA Hall of Fame any fucking day of the week. Trust me on that one, because there is bugger all prestige in the TNA Hall of Fame. Is there not? But, and it's a big but, I don't understand this one at all. I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad if I tuned in like, yeah, man, I'm going to pay. I wasn't going to buy this pay-per-view, but I thought I want to see Angle go into the Hall of Fame. That's important to me. How disappointed are you? Stupid. So it gets no extra buys. So essentially it loses the company money and it achieves nothing at all. And yeah, well done, TNA. Brilliant. And then, so we see EC3 walking past, bumps into Dixie Carter. She tells him she's got a hand-picked opponent for him. And then she comes out with a line that is up with the worst things I've ever heard in wrestling. Are you ready for this one, folks? Are you ready? Their line, their family slogan, which I've never heard of before, is "The world needs us, we're the Carters." That, ladies and gentlemen, is marketing right there. That is fucking good marketing. Get a Dixie Carter t-shirt out there. What's that? What's that? They already do one. Count me in, man. Fuck this Doctor Who bullshit. I want a Dixie Carter t-shirt. Fuck. The world needs us. We're the Carters. Love it. Next match, Gail Kim defeating OGB, who was the champion, and Brooke, who was Brooke Texmacher, but now isn't, and I don't know why. In a poor triple threat match to win the Knockouts Championship. No build-up package to this one, so if you're watching TNA for the first time, that's what TNA think of you. Oh, yes. Nice X Factor by Texmacher is the only highlight of the early goings in this one. The crowd are utterly uninterested in this match, right? There's a guy in the front row. He's dressed as Hulk Hogan, yeah? He's been really into the show so far. He sits and plays on his phone while this match is going on. That's how interested it is. Do you know what this match feels like, right? This match goes 10 minutes long, right? This feels like an Impact match that you'd see, and on Impact, it'd last 3 minutes if you're lucky, all right, on Impact. And it feels like they've got that Impact match that's 3 minutes long and stretched it out into 10 minutes. So there are bits of it that feel like they are in utter slow motion. Ref gets bumped and then it's a nasty drop kick from Gail. That's nice. Nice TKO by ODB. It's also nice. I think they just do this to irritate me, to be honest, because like I say, it's a boring match and it's hovering on dud territory. It really is. But then some woman called Lady Tapper comes out, destroys ODB with a big boot, and then powerbombs Brooke from the outside into the ring, which is really nice. Gail King comes for the win. So we'll give it a star, because I liked the ending, and there was a couple of nice things in there. But for the most part, this match was rubbish. I mean, it was so uninteresting. The crowd were utterly silent. And the thing is that with this crowd, yeah, when they go quiet, because there's so few of them, they really go quiet, to the point that you can hear individual conversations happening while matches are going on. You're like, this is crazy. This is the biggest night of the year, and they can't, oh, it's so crazy. But then some guy is in the back, and he's got the new tag team champions with him. And they do what any good tag team champion does when they've won the belt on the first night. They go mental and pour protein shakes all over themselves as I'm sat there looking at this going, and this is meant to make me boo you. And I don't know why. Because I'm looking at these guys and I have, right, maybe this is a sign that I'm just getting old, but I have no idea what this gimmick is. It just, I mean, right, Robbie E's always been the Jersey Shore type, you know, the Zack Ryder is his name. I forget what his name is. Yeah, woo, guys, that's Zack Ryder. Yeah, it's Zack Ryder, Indifference guy, you know. Indifference guy. That's his super. Indifference guy is here. I'm not funny at all, am I? Yeah, what are these two guys meant to be? I mean, they keep saying bro, and I don't know what that's all about. And they're pouring protein shakes on themselves. And is that what the kids do these days? Am I that out of touch? Since I'm 31, this 1 year, I've just aged so much that I have no idea what any of the kids are doing. And all this twerking, dancing, or what the people from Yorkshire call going and getting employment. Twerk. That's for you, Extreme Dave. Oh, God. Oh, man. Next, right, come on, this one's got to go. Bobby Roode defeating Kurt Angle in a good match. So Angle's first match since he came back from rehab. Roode was inducted into the Ego Hall of Fame, but Angle interrupted the induction ceremony, challenging to a match. Why the fuck not, eh? Another match on paper, this one, though, isn't it? So good storytelling in this one, which is something that has been drastically lacking from this show. No storytelling in any match so far whatsoever. This match had it in fucking spades. As Angle obviously has got a dodgy neck, so Roode works over the neck. Happy fucking days. And of course, the other thing about this one is that Bobby Roode's finishing move is a Crippler Crossface. So any move that's on the neck, any move that's on the shoulder. I love the Crippler Crossface for that reason, because you can use it on you can work two different body parts in a match, and everyone's happy, aren't they? You can put it on the arm, because of course when the crossface is turned back, you can put it on the neck, so the neck's cramped back. Happy fucking days. That's great storytelling, that's decent psychology, and there's lots of it here. Roode really works the neck, and of course tries to put on the Crippler Crossface a lot. But, and this is a big problem for this match, the storytelling is all undone by Kurt Angle, who doesn't sell the neck at all. Not one bit. There's no, oh, me neck at any point. There's not even an, oof, yeah, just making sure my neck's right. Nothing. And I feel that really hurts the story of this match. But it's weird things as well. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, Angle, Angle starts to come back, and then he runs and misses and hits the shoulder into the turnbuckle, which of course would really jar your neck. That's great, and then Roode can bring him back the Crippler Crossface straight away. Storytelling like that is fantastic. But there's one problem: the crossface, when it's put on, utter silence. I mean, utter silence. You know, you said it when it happened. You know you did. You saw it. You shouted it out at your TV/computer screens. You loved it. Say it with me. Kurt Angle hits the arm-breaking moonsault of doom, but it misses. Always does. Crossface again. Ankle lock. Crossface. Angle slamming. He gets 2, and it gets a TNA chant again. That's a bit strange. Nice neck breaker by Roode. It's like, right, he gets him up for an attitude adjustment. Tips him over like it's in the DDT, and then it's into a neck breaker. Very hard to describe, but looks pretty. Ankle lock complete with grapevine. Roode passes out, and then a bit that I just think is really, really stupid, right? He reaches for the ropes, passes out. So the referee lifts up the arm. When it drapes down, it drapes across the rope. And you're like, that is shit. That's really shit. Or is it really clever from TNA? It's one of the two. I'm going to go with really shit, okay? I'm going to go with really shit. Excuse me. Super angle slam. Both men are down. Referee utilises a 10 count. Gets up to 9 where Roode stands up and probably falls down on top of Angle. That counts as a cover. 1, 2, 3. So Angle doesn't move. So medics come out. And it looks like the angle slam off the top. Angle's landed hard on that neck. That's as much as his neck can take. Yada yada yada. They put a neck brace on him, put him on a stretcher. But Angle's well hard, so he takes the neck brace off and wants to walk to the back. And that's all good. And it's great storytelling. But just think how better this match would have been if Angle had sold the neck during the match. So that his neck is really fucking bothering him. So that when he eventually does come off the top with the super angle slam, the neck's gone. And it's just, this is a 3.5-star match. And it had all the ingredients to be great. And it just wasn't, in my opinion. I've put that squarely on those big ass shoulders of Kurt Angle. Because if he'd sold it well, would have been going. Incidentally, Bobby Roode didn't sell the leg at all either. After any ankle lock, nothing at all. Nothing. Why fucking bother? Match of the night so far, and the right guy won. That's the important thing. The right guy won, but it just could have been better. In the back, Buyrate talks to someone. We don't know who he's talking to, but there's someone there that he's talking to. And then in the match of the night, Ethan Carter did third. EC3 defeated Norv Furnum in a mildly entertaining match. I love a squash as much as the next guy. I don't believe a match like this should be on pay-per-view at all. Really shouldn't. I think that's fucking stupid. EC3 is former WWE guy Derek Bateman, apparently. To his credit, it's mildly entertaining. The Norv Furnum guy does actually get some offense, and he gets a drop kick and he gets a really nice crossbody, but a headlock driver similar to what Dean Ambrose uses, and it looked really nice at 326. Gets the win for Ethan. Stupid, half a star if you have to. In the back, Magnus says tonight is the biggest night of his life. Before tonight, the biggest night of his life was becoming part of the main event Mafia. But tonight, we're in Sting's backyard. Sting has got everything to lose, while he has nothing to lose. Or is it the other way around? Yes, Sting has nothing to lose and he has everything to lose. It's probably that one, isn't it? He has a date with Destiny and she's getting impatient. Hooray. Now, on paper, Magnus defeating Sting as clean as a sheet in the middle of the ring would do wonders for his career. But while we're watching, as we're watching the intros, I'm going, I'm thinking, all the while I've been thinking, look, Magnus wins here, as long as the crowd are loud, and the crowd are into Magnus, and he wins clean here, this could propel him into the main event. But at the same time, beating Sting by turning heel would probably do him better. And the thing with this match is, oh my God, there is nothing to it. There is nothing. The crowd are just utterly uninterested in Magnus at all. So they will not get behind him. A horrible looking Scorpion Deathlock by Sting. Oh my God, it's so shit. He's just got the legs crossed. And he doesn't lean back into it at all, so there's no pressure on the back. And it looks so wank. It really does. Falcon Arrow by Magnus is nice. Sting Splash, and another awful looking Scorpion Deathlock. It's not like it's just one, both the ones he does. Right? Macho Elbow gets 2, which, for Magnus, right? No reaction at all, Guess what does get a reaction? Sting doing a flare flop. That gets a reaction. Not a big one. It's more a couple of people going, woo! But, it gets something. Oh, King's Event. And then, right, and this is the thing that really bugs me about this match. Literally, out of nowhere, with no build-up to it whatsoever, no near falls or no close cut, nothing like that, nothing building the volume up, yeah, the King's Lynn Cloverleaf, which is a fucking awful move, sorry, an awful name for a great move, yeah, gets the submission win. Now, you'd think that getting a submission win over Sting, who I can't recall ever tapping out, yeah, it's a big deal, yeah, it is a big fucking deal. But no, the crowd are completely indifferent. They're completely indifferent. Match is dull, the match is boring, the right man won, and the right man won in the right way. It's just no one cared. No one cared at all. And it was just like I say, the match had like a beginning and an end, and that's it. There was nothing in between at all. Really, really poor. Really poor stuff. Stupid stuff as well. Like I say, I would have had Magnus turning heel here. Absolutely turning heel, feuding with AJ Styles in the future. Happy days. Speaking of AJ Styles, he defeated Buyrate in a good match to win the TNA World Championship. So Styles has truly awful entrance music. Really poor. He won a 3-month-long Bound for Glory series to become the number one contender. TNA President Dixie Carter has vowed that this is Styles' last night on the job. So, no countouts in this one, and no disqualification. It's like an Attitude Era match, isn't it? Attitude Era main event. I've got my No Mercy review coming on Thursday, right? The first thing, once Jim Ross and King have introduced us, so welcome to No Mercy, first thing he says is, by the way, tonight's main event is now a no disqualification match. And you just sat there. I watched it this afternoon with a smile on my face going, yep, that's the Attitude Era all over, isn't it? That's what we got. You got a triple threat match advertised. Let's make it a no disqualification match. As the show's starting, and this just felt like it was one of those. Not 5 minutes goes by, not 5 minutes before Garrett Bischoff comes out with his rubber hammer. Yeah, I'll have a bit of that. Bully gets the hammer, neither man can use it. There's some nasty chops light up fucking AJ's chest really badly. Out comes Nux to choke on AJ, arguing with the referee, at least a Bullet accidentally hitting Nux. Springboard 450 to the outside is a sickening bump, it really is. AJ Styles crashes through a table. Nasty stuff. Bully uncovers the ringboards and calls for someone to come out, and here comes Dixie Carter herself, looking nervous. Bully demands a chair, she gives him one. Fine forearm shot by AJ sends the chair into his head. Another springboard 450 by AJ, and Dixie stops the cover. My God, so the cover takes like 20 seconds to do, only gets a 2. Styles Clash is countered onto the wood. That looked nasty as fuck. Senton gets 2 for Bully. Powerbomb is countered into a Pele, and a chair shot on a spiral tap to get the win for AJ Styles in about 20 minutes. It was overbooked to hell. My God, it was overbooked. This was Attitude Era at its height, like I just said. But at the same time, we found it entertaining. The big bumps made up for the lack of story. I mean, there was story there with Dixie and all that, but yeah, there wasn't. The thing is about this match, there wasn't actually really that much to it per se. But we enjoyed what there was. How's that sound? It was a 3-star match. We've got a new champion. It's interesting because, like I said before, I watched this with Al, and Al firmly believed that Bully was going to retain. He was absolutely sure of it. And I said from the start, like, AJ's winning. And then, like, all through this show, we've seen highlights of AJ Styles' career. And you're like, yeah, AJ's winning. And Alex is like, yeah, but they did that with Bobby Roode a couple of years ago. So that's a very good point. But AJ Styles is winning. They've learned the lesson in this one. Let me tell you something. There's 2 good matches on this show. There was a mostly indifferent crowd on this show. All the fucking belts changed hands. And you know how I feel about that. Each one diluting the other one. Every one. 4 title matches, 4 title changes, yeah? All of them changed. All of them changed. And mostly empty arena. And all of that, yeah, take all of that fact and launch it away. Throw it away. The thing about this pay-per-view, guys and girls, the thing about this pay-per-view more than anything else that bugged me, that disappointed me, was that TNA call Bound for Glory their WrestleMania. Their biggest show of the year is Bound for Glory. And this show felt just like any other TNA pay-per-view. At no point did this feel special to the build-up packages, to the production, to the crowd, to the venue, to the arena, anything. Nothing felt special about this show. It just felt like any other standalone pay-per-view. You could watch this and go, oh, right, fair enough. You don't get that same buzz or that same vibe that you get from WrestleMania. WrestleMania is such a different character that every year it feels big and it feels special. And of course, if WrestleMania was held in that arena, they would fill it, and they would fill it 10 times if it holds 12,000 people. Fuck me. Yeah, this was not a very good show at all. I mean, it's like a 4 out of 10. If you're really nice, you maybe go for a 5. I mean, but it's like a 3.5 out of 10, isn't it? It's something like that. It's the booking. I mean, it's so stupid. The first 3 matches have screwy finishes in them. I mean, don't get that. You don't do the screwy finish at WrestleMania, do you? Because WrestleMania is where the storylines all culminate. That's the one. Yeah, they all culminate at WrestleMania, don't they? That's where everything starts again the day after WrestleMania, because all the storylines are culminated there. I don't understand why you would have screwy finish like that going on, because that says that the story continues after Bound for Glory, and that's just dumb. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you preferred hearing me rant about TNA, because this company, I've said for years that competition is good. We need competition, but this company is it's just not worth watching anymore, in my opinion. And I really thought, a year ago, that when Russo went, this company would go really, really good. And now the booking's so dumb, and they seem to have no idea what direction they're going at all. I've heard that they're taping 6 weeks worth of Impact tapings in one go at Universal soon, and then there's nothing. There's no house shows until they come over here in the new year. I mean, it's not even in the new year. It's like middle of January. It's like I said before, a company that's hemorrhaging money puts on a TNA Hall of Fame dinner for no purpose, because they know, unless Angle's gone out there at that moment and said, actually, Joe, fuck it, let's change it, which I can't see happening. They all knew that that's what they were going to do, and they did. They still went on and did it. It's just stupid stuff that just doesn't make any sense. It just makes no sense. And you sat there looking at it, you almost feel sorry for them, but it's like, come on, you've had this chance for years to make something good of it, and you've never moved on. You're still getting the same fucking ratings for Impact that you were getting 5 years ago, 1.0, week in, week out. You won't release your pay-per-view buys because you know they're going to be fucking embarrassing. You stopped doing pay-per-views altogether, pretty much 4 or 5 a year, isn't it? Now, these one-night only things that I've watched a lot of have been awful, such bad shows. Anyway, I've ranted for far too long. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll be back on Thursday. I'm going to do a WWF No Mercy 2001 review as part of my 10 years ago series, From the Vault sort of thing. I've been Mark P. Hit like, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and please leave me a comment telling me what you thought of TNA Bound for Glory. I've been Mark P. Take it easy, guys.